You look okay?
You look great.
I don't want to... Yeah, that's good, right? Like that, like...
Yeah.
I want to go all the way, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm giving you for, like, artists today. Like a
Very, like,
recording artist, like Normani or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Normani BET.
Yeah, BT, you know what I mean? 106 Park. Yeah. Hi guys, it's Jonny Kendall. How's it going? Today I am here with one of my dearest friend in the world, Pierson.
Hey, what's going on?
So Pierson's actually living in Toronto right now. He's been in Toronto for a few years now, right?
About 5 years.
About 5 years, yeah. But he used to live in Vancouver, and we were besties since 2009, I think.
Yeah, about that.
About 2009, and he is visiting right now. He's been visiting for like 3 weeks now, so I'm super excited. I got to spend a lot of time with him in the last 3 weeks, which was amazing. But we wanted to do this video because I want to let you guys know how we met and take you guys all the way from the first time we met up until now. Yeah. So how did we meet? What's your version of how
My version of how we met is we were go-go dancing. I was go-go dancing at celebrities at Britney Spears after party.
Yes.
So we were at a Britney Spears after party and I was on the go-go podium and I saw you.
Yes.
In the crowd of like so many people, I saw you and I bent out on my podium and I said, "You, come here." And I was like, "I love your style."
Oh, was it like that?
That's how I say it.
Okay, so my version was, yes, it was at was it Britney or Girlicious? I can't remember. It was one of those parties.
I think it was
Girlicious. You were walking to your podium, from what I remember, this is a long time ago, I was right in front of you, and you tap on my back, and I look back, and I smile at you, and you go, "Love your style." Yeah. Something along the line of that.
Along the line of that, basically like, you look good.
Yeah, and then you were already in your go-go outfit. You had that like black hoodie with the hood on. Like
half hoodie.
Yeah,
Shut up, Pussycat Dolls.
Yes, and the cargo pants that you used to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember that, and I remember I already saw you dancing on podium, so I knew that you were one of the dancers, and I was like, "Oh, I love your dancing," or something like that.
Something like that.
And so I remember who you were, and then I saw you again at the Britney Spears after party, and you weren't dancing. I think you were just there.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I came up to you and I was like, "Oh my god, I met you the other day when you were dancing," and then from that on we kind of chatted, and that was how we became friends.
And that was it. The rest is fucking history.
Yeah, and the rest was fucking history. No, but I feel like we clicked right away because I feel like we have the same interests. We were both dancers.
We were urban gays too.
We were really urban too. I feel like at the time, like, you know, even though we're pretty boys, we weren't into like the typical pop music or pop culture that all the gays were into.
Yeah.
We were a little bit more urban. I feel like a little bit. I wouldn't say we were completely urban, but we're a little bit more urban.
Yeah.
Right?
Me particularly a little bit more urban.
You are more urban than me. Yes. Yeah. But I think because of a dance background, we just like urban, you know, culture.
Yeah.
Which is why we love Girlicious. Like, Girlicious was our thing.
Girlicious is still our thing.
Girlicious is still our thing. And I feel like a lot of Vancouver gays, like the ones back in the day, when they talk about or they hear about Girlicious now, or when they talk about Girlicious now, they automatically think about us. Yeah. Because every time we go dance, our outfit was inspired by them.
High socks, hoodies, suspenders,
leather gloves, cut-off gloves. Shorts. I remember I had like the suspender hanging like Natalie.
Yeah. Natalie, yeah. I had a side braid like Nicole. No.
And then we were just like, our outfits were so inspired by them, and like we had the intro, like the Native Chris, that's who the hell we are.
What?
Girl, what? Licious, that's who the hell we are. Shh. We had that intro like
for the rest of my life.
Yes, and the DJ actually had that intro at the Odyssey. So every time when we go on and do a set, we'll get the DJ to play that. So in our mind, we thought we were Girlicious. We really did. We really did. And I feel like we were. Our look and everything, like that whole move. I feel like we made a movement with go-go dancing in Vancouver.
We definitely did. We definitely put our mark on the map in Vancouver, and then we went to LA and go-go in LA.
We changed the game in a sense that go-go dancing used to be very like slutty, like, you know, you just put on a pair of Speedos and you just kind of like, you know, shimmy around and doesn't do a lot. I feel like how we changed it was we added like that funkiness, that urban vibe, choreo, a little more talent. You know, it's not just about the looks. Yes, you need to look good. You have to have a good body, but we put in the talent too. I feel like
I do.
Yeah, so I feel like we changed that. And then so we went to LA together. No, you moved to LA for a little bit in 2010.
I moved to LA in 2010. did some go-going out there, did some club promoting, and then I said, that's enough, get out here, you need to check it out.
Yep, so I made my LA trip as my first LA trip as an adult, because I've been to LA many times as a kid, to Disneyland and all that with my parents. It was the funnest trip ever.
So many memories.
Blacked out drunk, a lot of blacked out drunk from
Waking up in the hills.
I mean,
parties,
like LA does not play with their drinks, okay? They free pour there. Like here in Canada, it's like pussy drink. It's like they measure everything. Oh, a single shot. Sometimes I feel like they even cheap you out. They really don't give you like the double.
Exactly.
In my mind, I don't know. I mean, I'm a bartender. I never cheap anybody out, but I feel like sometimes people, some places do that. I don't know, but in LA, they do not play. If you order a single, they're like a single tequila pineapple. Let's say they literally have.
That's the
tequila
triple.
and a pineapple, they go like this. Basically, it's like 50-50. They're pouring, right?
That's
I
amazing.
watched them how they poured a drink. Literally alcohol, juice at the same time.
And
like
it
that.
feels like 80-20 booze dominant.
Totally. And I had so much fun. I think that was the trip that really like made me
solidified
wow,
our friendship.
yeah.
It was like, okay, we can travel together.
Yeah,
We can be
and
in
we were in a
together.
like technically a foreign country, right? We were in Canada, so I feel like, oh, we can do that, like we're good, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that trip kind of opened up my eye of what I really wanted more, you know what I mean? Like I feel like at the time I was, you know, gay famous, you know, what they say, gamous, yeah, in Vancouver, you know, being a go-go boy and all that, you know, being in underwear photo shoots and all that. But I think going to LA opened up my eye and really like made me want more. And so
Cut to.
well, you moved to, let's talk about you moving to Toronto.
So then I moved to Toronto in 2013.
Yeah.
I moved to Toronto in 2013. I just needed to change. I felt like I'd plateaued at where I wanted to be in Vancouver. And I'm born and raised here, and yes, it's such a beautiful city and I love it, but there's only so much you can do here before the rain gets to your depression. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try Toronto out for a little bit. So I went to Toronto expecting only to be there for a month. I went there, worked the pole, and got addicted to being in Toronto. It was just such a good energy, such a good feel. Everyone helps each other on their hustle. And so being in Toronto, I was like, Jonathan, I didn't see him for about four years.
A long time, because I was stuck in Vancouver and I met my ex-boyfriend and I ended up quit doing any of the entertaining things. I didn't do. I was stuck. Like I was so controlled in that relationship. I didn't do any singing, music, dancing, anything, nothing. So I felt really, deep down inside, I was really depressed. I was telling myself that I was happy because I was in a relationship, but really I was really sad. And so that relationship ended, and then I went on Botched season 4. So I kind of made a name for myself after that as the Canadian human Ken doll. You know, I went on several shows, and you know, I was all over the media and all that. And so cut to 2018, I came to see you in Toronto. Buffer Festival. Yes, yeah. I actually went to a Buffer Festival in Toronto, and I actually went and saw Pierson. Well, Pierson lives in Toronto, so that was so much fun. That was so much fun.
See, I remember seeing you right outside Woody's, and I was at Boutique Bar, hitting on the bartender, who I'm in love with, and
you screamed at me across the street.
I screamed at Jonathan across the street.
Yeah.
And it was like nothing. No time had passed. We
picked up where we left off right away, and it was like the joking, everything. Like everything was like exactly the same.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was so much fun, and I have to say, I understand why you left Toronto. Like Toronto, it's so lit.
Toronto's my new home.
Toronto is so lit. Seriously, you guys, if I'm not moving to LA, like if I were to stay in Canada, Toronto is the fucking shit. Seriously, like Toronto was bomb. I was so happy. Like even
Sixers.
Even now, when I think about Toronto, I'm like, one day I do want to live in Toronto for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Everyone has to experience
Toronto. I do want to experience Toronto because it was just, I had such an amazing time in Toronto. Such an amazing time. Like the people that I met was so nice. Everybody, I know, thank you.
Everyone was so receptive to you there too, right?
Even the strangers that I met on the street. Like people say that, oh well, people in Vancouver are so nice. No, I felt like Toronto was like I don't know. I just feel like it's
so diverse.
So diverse. I know people say that Vancouver is so diverse. No, Toronto is fucking diverse. Toronto is so diverse, and you see everybody. And I feel like Toronto is a little more urban.
Yeah, you know
well, coming from us, right? Like that's, I think that's also why I loved it when I went there, because it was more urban.
Yeah.
And I was actually originally gonna move to Toronto. I originally was telling you that I was gonna plan to join you in Toronto sooner or later. However, this year, the beginning of this year, I got the call from Botched asking me to return to the show, to season 6. So they asked me who I wanted to bring on the show with me, and I brought Pierson. Hey, which was so much fun.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Oh my god, this LA trip was lit.
It was perfect.
Like the first one was good, this one was fucking good.
This was the one.
This was the one that topped it off. Yeah, this was fucking amazing. We went to LA for 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and we met. You flew in, I think, from Toronto like half an hour before me.
Right.
So we met at the airport, and like, can you imagine like two friends flying into a place, meeting each other, and you guys
in
were
one of our
meeting
favorite
at the airport.
places, and we're like
in the favorite places in the world, and that you've been to before. That was the trip that you took last, pretty much together. Like. It was like as soon as I saw you, I was like, "Oh my fucking god, let's do this shit!" Like I was like so excited. I was so excited. That trip like really like was like it really started 2019 really good for me.
Yeah,
it put me in the right mindset. You know, one of the reasons why I picked you, obviously you're one of my best friends, but I also knew that we have such a good chemistry together. I know that it's just gonna be so much fun going back to LA. You know, I just feel like we're similar. You know, I feel like we vibe off each other. So I knew that bringing you on the show we're really gonna like create something really funny.
Yeah, and we did.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what we're gonna say. Like the shit that we fucking say. Like I don't want to spill too much stuff, but no shame. Like no shame. Literally no shame. You know what? I have nothing to lose. Like we're like
so much fun stuff.
There's sort of shit that came out of our mouth. I cannot even believe.
And it was all organic. It just happened because we were in our element.
We were in our element, and so because of that trip, I think that's why we decided that we're moving to LA.
Yeah.
For me, it is totally that trip because actually after Pierson, after that trip, I actually went back to LA for another trip by myself, a filming trip for Botched as well, and I think like going there 3 times this year really like I got familiar with LA. I got like before it was like I know LA but I didn't really know my way around, but this time really like every time I go I'm like, okay, I know this street, I know this area, I kind of know where to go, so it kind of became my second home this year. So I think that's what made me like, okay, like if I want to take this to the next level, I have to move to LA. With that being said, I'm so excited that you guys are gonna see us on Botched together.
Botched season premiere.
We are episode 1. Okay, I'm so honored to be episode 1, and I'm so excited for you guys to see. So make sure you guys tune in on November 5th, Tuesday, at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. If you're on the West Coast, then 7 p.m. East Coast, then 10 p.m. Yeah, which they will play twice. So make sure you guys tune in. We're actually gonna go get our teeth whitened now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we gotta go. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram too. It's @JonathanDillon.
I'm @PearsonHayes.
Yes, and I'm subscribed to my YouTube channel, Jonny Kendall, and I cannot wait for you guys to see what's next for us. So I'm so excited.
Thanks for standing.
Thank you. Bye guys.
Bye.